Hello, my name is Ewan and welcome to Eye of Gnosis Tarot. Today we are doing a timeless reading for the sign of Virgo. And this can be interpreted as your sun, rising or moon sign, wherever you have Virgo in those placements. And if you don't resonate with what is said here today, then please do go look at your birth chart and look at your sun, rising and moon sign. And if you have a different zodiac sign there, please do go look at the video I've done for that reading instead. Now, I will be using the Thoth deck as ever, and I'm currently shuffling it for you, Virgo, and we'll be using a Celtic Cross spread. And if you don't know what the Celtic Cross spread is, getting tongue-tied there, I have done a video all about it, although I will be giving a brief explanation as we go through the spread today. So Virgo, I ask us all to just enter a space of peace and clarity, and I want to apologise for the length of time since it has been since my last video. My hair has grown quite a bit. I've been very busy both at work and in my personal life. But now we're just going to put aside those thoughts of the everyday life and enter this sacred space of the present moment. Really focus on what the cards mean for you, Virgo, in your life, as I do believe that your own consciousness, the universe itself, contained within you, has a message. We will see this in the tarot, which is also the entire cosmos condensed into cards. Okay, and without further ado, Virgo, we're going to pull your first card. Put the cards down there. And the central theme of the reading is the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is disappointment. And this is essentially the result of having everything done, everything emotionally fulfilled, and then realizing that it doesn't actually bring you happiness. So I always use, so we're starting here with the Four of Cups, which I always use the analogy of a famous person who has a massive mansion, has all the pleasures available to them, all the money, but they're still not content. And this is the Five of Cups. Before we get deeper into all of this, we're just going to look at all the different positions on the Celtic Cross. The next one is the Challenge card, Virgo. Okay. Oh, and we have the Princess of Swords, also known as the Page of Swords in other tarot decks. And this is applying your thoughts to material matters. I always use the archetype of like a protest leader or a community group leader. They have these thoughts and they want to bring it to fruition, yeah? So this is the Princess of Swords. So maybe you are having a challenge in that respect, Virgo, in that you are finding it difficult to make your thoughts into reality. Or perhaps you are thinking too much about things and not getting anything out of them. So you are already applying them to reality, it's just not giving back. We'll see what the rest of the spread has to say. So the next card, Virgo, is the conscious position. So what's going on in your mind at the moment, Virgo? We have the Eight of Swords. So we have interference. This is thoughts getting in their own way. Usually because of external matters, because things trigger us, so to speak, make us think more. But as it's in the conscious position here, Virgo, I do think it's your own thoughts are just getting in the way. There's too much thinking, overthinking, overanalyzing. We haven't quite got to the separates the body and the mind. That would be the Nine of Swords. But we're getting there. And it's not great. So what's driving this, Virgo? What's driving this in the unconscious position? Strangely, the Six of Wands, a fantastic and easy to work with card. This is Jupiter in Leo. And what I find quite interesting about this, Virgo, is if this is the unconscious and this is the conscious, At the moment, I feel like you are really driving towards this thing that you want at the moment, Virgo. You really, really want it. You want to balance your energy perfectly into whatever endeavour you're putting yourself into. But we're really seeing that the overthinking is getting in the way, and it's leaving you emotionally unfulfilled, Virgo. This is a passion project that is just not working at the moment. And what was going on in the past regarding this then, Virgo? The Universe card, so we have our first major arcana. The totality of everything made manifest. Perhaps you've put everything into this endeavour, Virgo. This was your nest egg, because if you look at the Universe card, it has this egg shape. And it also has an eye shape. If we look here at the four corners of the fixed signs, we also have the eye shape. So you had your mind set on this, your mind's eye, and it's just not working at the moment, Virgo, or at least it's not coming to fruition. It's not great at the moment, I'm not going to lie. Or not easy to work with, shall we say. Let's have a look at the next card, Virgo. And the next card is going to be the near future. So this is time context. This could be the next 5 minutes. This could be the next few years, depending on what you are already thinking this could be. And if you're really uncertain, the next cross that I do up here will really flesh out what's happening, perhaps give you a better time context. So in the near future, what we have the Lust card, also known as Strength in other tarot decks. And this is a lust for life. This is Leo's major arcana. And this is a good thing. Perhaps you are overthinking this project of yours, Virgo, and it's just not working. And you learn that actually your pleasure lies in life itself, not this thing that you are fixated upon. And maybe it's the Five of Cups that is teaching you this lesson. Of course, we know that the next card is the Six of Cups, which is pleasure. And we don't mean pleasure in a hedonic sense, we mean pleasure as in the ultimate pleasure. We are talking Kundalini, we are talking full-on bliss, capital B. And that is, of course, found in just living your life and not fixating on it, yeah? So, what is the next card? I think I've got one actually turned the wrong way up. You can see the little white one there. We don't know what that is. I might pull that at the end, because I don't think we're going to get to it. But after the shadow card, because I always do a shadow card, which is the bottom of the deck, and it's a warning or something to be mindful of with regard to the reading. And what I might do is I might pull this after the shadow card. It might give us an extra message, because already it's looking quite a complex reading, Virgo. Yeah, let's have a look. What is going on in your opinion of yourself, which is also the advice card. Okay, Two of Swords. So I've actually just done a recording of this. The Two of Swords is the moon in Libra. It is not quite agreeing to disagree. I'd say that's the Four of Swords. This is more that we have two thoughts and they've come clashing, and we're trying to resolve them. Haven't been resolved yet, that's the Three of Swords. But there's certainly something that needs resolving in the mind. And it might be here as in the advice sense, it may be that one needs to step back and weigh up their options in the mind, not necessarily physical options, not necessarily emotional options, not necessarily energetic options. We're thinking about how we're thinking. Hopefully moving towards the Ace of Swords, becoming more objective rather than the Three of Swords, which is becoming even more subjective. And the environment affecting this, Virgo, is... so we have the Ten of Cups, so satiety or satiety, can be pronounced both ways. This is you have everything emotionally. This is kind of adding on to that Five of Cups we did at 2 5s as a 10, of course. So I think in your environment, Virgo, you do have everything you need emotionally. You perhaps you have a partner. if you want a child, perhaps you have a child. Someone's literally just hit a buzzsaw in the background. That's very annoying, but could be related to this reading. In fact, I could even say, like, you have everything, but it's like I have my entire setup here all ready to go, filming this reading after so long. I'm satiated, and then someone goes and does the buzzsaw. Yeah, this is very much this Eight of Swords. I do apologise if you can hear that in the background. You have everything you need, Virgo. Your thoughts really don't see that. At least I don't think they are. But it could also be this is the life that you now have a lust for. You know, you're not poverty-stricken. Well, at least emotionally so. You could be physically, but emotionally you're not poverty-stricken. So move towards the light of Kether, which is this top cup here. Right, we'll do a deeper interpretation as I get all the cards out. So hopes. Oh, I think I got a peek of what it was, but I didn't quite see it. Hopes, the Princess of Wands. So you, again, this is amplification of the lust. In the princess here is almost like a mimicry of Babylon we see here, and this tiger, sorry, is a mimicry of the beast. They're smaller versions, microcosms. And I think, Virgo, you just want to throw yourself out into the world. You want to live it again. Perhaps you've been stuck in a stagnant job, a stagnant relationship, a stagnant situation at home. Perhaps you're not getting out at all. You know, if you are a parent, perhaps you've been weighed down with the responsibilities of being a parent and you miss just going out and having a laugh, throwing yourself out there and using your energy. And there's nothing to stop you doing that if you have a child, or if you're working, if you have a job, or if you're in a partnership. You know, your partner shouldn't at least be stopping you doing that. And if they are, then perhaps this is that interference card, but the way you're thinking about it, in reality, they're not stopping you, because we have this Ten of Cups here in the environment. Your fears, Virgo. Oh yeah, I definitely see what that last card is. I'm just going to leave that because we're going to see what it is when we put the final one down. But with fears, Princess of Cups. So we nearly got all the princesses here, Virgo. This is very interesting. If we got the Princess of Discs, that'd be very pertinent. And of course, we haven't actually got any Earth energy as such. Saturn does rule the universe card, so we could argue that is Earth energy. Really, we don't have any stable Earth cards yet. We have all the princesses have Earth in them though, which is interesting, which may relate to you, Virgo, being the mutable Earth sign. I had to think about that. It is mutable because I'm Capricorn. That's cardinal. So what is the fear of the Princess of Cups? So I think naivete. You fear that being naive, like you've been led on. Perhaps you fear being led on into whatever this is. So you got this passion project of yours, or this lifestyle you're living. Do you fear perhaps overgiving, or you have been overgiving? There goes the buzzsaw again. Oh no, it's loud. And I think you're fed up of the grind, like that buzzsaw. You're fed up of it. You've been overgiving, maybe. You fear that you've been overgiving. You fear that you've fallen into naivete. Perhaps if this is a love reading, and you know, not all readings are love readings, but if this is a love reading for you, listening to this video, you could fear that you might have fallen in with the wrong person. And that you've become this perfect partner, but you don't feel right. You know, you got this Five of Cups. Yeah. And so we're going to pull the final outcome, and this will reveal that card that was the wrong way around for whatever reason. Okay, yeah. So, oh gosh, oh wow. Whew. Whew. Oh. Hanged Man on top of the Tower card. Oh boy. So it's 2 major arcana to finish with. Yeah. So basically, you need to let go. You need to let go, Virgo, of whatever this is, this passion project of yours. Whether it's your job, to do with your job, an asset, a relationship. I do wonder whether it is a relationship, whether with your family, friends, partner, or children. And of course, what we're not saying here is letting go of your partner, letting go of your children, letting go of your friends. It's whatever the thoughts are around it we need to let go of. You know, it's this 8 of Swords that's leading to this 5 of Cups. You're in 2 minds about it already. What should I do? And I think the thing that needs to be done is changing our ways of thinking about it. And this is what the 2 of Swords is here. Don't forget, it's not only your image of yourself, but it's the advice card. And it's safe to do so, Virgo, because you have everything you need. If it is relationship, your friends, your family, your people, your partner, your children, they love you. Or to a lesser extent, like you. But hopefully love you. But at least like you. And there's nothing to lose other than this Maya here we see in these 3 cards. Yep. And I think the Lust card is really confirming that for you, Virgo. In the near future, embracing life, and it's what you want to do, and you've got all this, the 10 of Cups to embrace. What more could you want, literally? And that buzzsaw is really going for it. So I wonder whether even me just saying this, letting go of whatever is nagging your mind, there's some cognitive dissonance there, I think, Virgo. And this buzzsaw is almost the universe saying, it's like your mind echoing to me. It's saying, I don't want to do it. I don't want to let go of this. I can't. You can. If it's because it's the mind, Virgo. You want this life, yeah. You want it to be a success, but because it's the mind, you can let go. You can let go. Everything in the mind can be gotten rid of. Even if it's really hard, even if it keeps you up all night. Eventually it can be settled. But we need to face this crux moment here. And when we face it, we realise we have to sacrifice one of the swords to return back to the Ace of Swords, which brings mental clarity. Okay? And this is the sacrifice, the Hanged Man. And what will this do? Yes, it will be a Tower moment, Virgo. For better or for worse, it will be a Tower moment. And a necessary one at that. I feel whatever these thoughts, these beliefs of yours are that need to be sacrificed around whatever it is, this passion project, this egg of yours. By letting go of it, these thoughts, not it, letting go of the thoughts about it, the way you're thinking about it, and embracing your passion for life. It might even be embracing the thing that you're thinking about rather than thinking about it. Actually, just do it. Go for it. Or it could, of course, be something completely different that you want to do. Whatever it is, it's this leap of faith that both the Babylon in the Lust card and the Princess and the Princess of Wands both doing. You know, we're stopping people pleasing. We're stopping being perfect, which I know is quite hard for you, Virgo. Me telling you stop being perfect is like, oh, I can't do that. You know, Virgo is a perfectionist sign by its nature. It's about the details. I have my Chiron in Virgo, so when I act like you, Virgo, it hurts. I end up hurting myself when I start pursuing perfectionism. And But I've learned from that, and Chiron is the wounded healer. And when one learns from their wounds, they are able to help others. Yeah. It's a very difficult situation I can see for you, Virgo, because by letting go, the Tower is never pleasant, is it? If you know anything about the Tower card, it's a sudden change. The Tower has fallen over, the lightning bolt has hit it. And if you remember what I was saying about this looking a bit like the Eye, the Universe card. Yeah. The apple of your eye. We see here the Eye of Shiva in the Tower card. Yeah, at the top. And the Eye of Shiva is, of course, the third eye, seeing mental clarity. And remember what I was saying about the Two of Swords. We remove one of the swords, we gain the Ace of Swords, which is mental clarity and objectivity. And this is really what the spread seems to be asking here of you, Virgo. Yeah. And a Princess of Swords is only ever successful when their thoughts are clear. Otherwise they're fighting for nothing. Because they are a fighter, the Princess of Swords. And I like the warrior woman archetype. The divine feminine that fights for itself and its children. In other words, us. It's Mother Nature really condensing itself into a mind and finding ways to fight and be compassionate. Don't get lost in whatever cause this is. What might have started out as compassion has now become an obsession. Okay. This is a very simple answer to this, Virgo, but it might not be simple to and there we go. As soon as I say it, the buzzsaw starts again. A simple solution to something that might not be simple to do, and the simple solution is to sacrifice whatever these overthinking is. That's not easy to do. I would say, from personal experience, embrace the Tower, no matter how painful it might be in the moment. Yes, embrace your Tower. Yeah. I know it'll be difficult. I believe you can do it. Now let's have a look at the shadow card. If you have any predictions of what the shadow card could be, please do put them down in the description. And again, this is the warning or something that we need to be aware of in the next few, well, whatever time context this is for you, so weeks, months, minutes, around this reading. So let's have a look at the shadow card. I think, it might be a Nine of Swords. Don't beat yourself up about this. Stop overthinking and overanalyzing it. It might be a Four of Cups. Don't get too comfortable in the environment you're in, which really is what the Five of Cups is telling us here. Is you're seeing that it's becoming uncomfortable. So maybe don't slip back into those thought patterns. And as for a major arcana, it could be major arcana. I'm going to go Wheel of Fortune. Don't put it to chance, Virgo. Just do it. Use your will. Be the owner of it. Just do it. Okay, we have the Seven of Discs. So we have our first proper Earth card there. So what is the Seven of Discs? So the Seven of Discs is known as failure. Oh, I wonder why that slid off to show my card. Mercury in Sagittarius. Oh, it keeps doing it. That's odd. Maybe we'll look at both then. Seem to be having twos of everything, Virgo. It seems a very complex reading, so we're going to put both down then. Let's put them over here. Oh gosh, another one's come out. We'll leave that there where it was. That was at the top of the deck. Okay, so we've got a lot to go through already. It's a long video. Sorry about this, Virgo, but it seems like we've got a lot to go through. Seven of Discs. So Seven of Discs is failure. It's little failures. It's endeavours that just don't seem to pay back, but in the long run could. The next card is your card, Sun in Virgo, Prudence. So it could be, don't focus on the little failures that might be happening at the moment. Don't focus on anything that might be making you feel worse, Virgo. This might be a physical endeavour that you're thinking about. It might be failing, but it won't necessarily fail. And don't jump to conclusions, I think here is the Mercury in Sagittarius, the swiftness. Don't jump to conclusions and don't put your energy into places really quickly after you've jumped to those conclusions. So for example, you might think, well, it's this I need to sacrifice, so I'm just going to completely, throw the baby out with the bathwater. Stop and think, be mindful. Is it really? Is it really? And then we got the Three of Swords, which I've been telling you about. This is a warning, I think, of if you are unable to get rid of one of these swords and be objective, it's only going to get, I don't want to say the word, but it's true, it's going to get worse, whatever this is. You're adding another sword to the pile, and as we know with the Suit of Swords, another sword is nearly always worse. With the exception of the Five of Swords going to the Six. Every other swords card, another sword is just worse. And what would this sorrow be? I think it would be regret, Virgo. You looked at your options, you didn't act. You didn't make the sacrifice. And that third thought, later on down the road, will go, I messed up. I missed my opportunity for my tower moment because I was too scared to face it. Yeah, and if you don't allow a tower moment to happen when it happens, it will just come back. It will creep back up on you and it will be 10 times worse. Not because there's some divine force out there that makes it worse, but rather you have swept things under the rug and it's just starting to rot. There is a bulge under the rug and it needs to go. It needs to just go, and you don't want to have to throw the whole carpet out. Even worse, you don't want to have to re-floor the living room after it's rotten through the floorboards, whatever you put under there. Yeah? Get rid of it now. Get rid of it now. But do so with the clarity of objectivity. Look towards your Ace of Swords. You have all the resources you need emotionally. You have strength and willpower. You have the passion to do so, Virgo. And I know that you're an analytical sign, Virgo, so you can discern. I know you can. You are an earth sign, but you're ruled by Mercury. So you are about thoughts. And there's nothing wrong with pursuing the path of the Princess of Wands that I see in your hope position. But it does require a sacrifice of whatever this overthinking is and the way you're thinking about this passion project. And if with your discernment you come to the conclusion that it's not just the way you're thinking about the passion project, but it's the passion project itself, then you must let go of that too. But really this Two of Swords is asking us to use our discernment. Is it our thoughts about it? Is it our thoughts about it and what it is, or is it just what it is? I'm leaning more towards the thoughts about what it is because we got the Three of Swords here. Okay. So, that has been your reading, Virgo. It's been quite a complex one and a long one. I'm not surprised though, it's the first one done in quite a while. And we will be moving on to Libra next. So if you have Libra in your Sun, Moon or Rising positions, then do come back for that. If not, look through my other videos and see if any of those videos resonate with you. If this hasn't today, then perhaps one of those will. If this video has resonated with you, then they might resonate to another part of your life or even relate to this reading. So thank you again, Virgo, for being here today. Please do hit the like button if you found what was here today useful or at least interesting. And if you really like what you saw today and would like to see the tutorials I do on tarot spreads, as well as giving information about each of the Thoth Tarot cards, then please do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos, including future readings for the different zodiac signs, and of course your own sign, Virgo. So thank you again for being here today, and I wish you all a fantastic day wherever you are in the world, and may peace be with you all. Goodbye, and thank you.